Joining us,
We
Tracy
here,
McGrady.
Baby. We here, baby.
Hey, fresh.
Hey,
it's a party out in L.A., baby.
Don't
Mac
y'all
looking
miss
like
me?
new money.
Y'all
Paul
miss
got
me,
on
don't
a fly
you?
tie.
I'm still getting them Adidas checks.
I can't. Okay, we're gonna start with the hottest team in the league, which of course out in Houston. Rockets enter tonight 13-game winning streak, 1.5 game ahead of the Warriors for the best record in the league. Behind MVP frontrunner James Harden. He told Shelley Smith yesterday he's never been more confident.
This is probably the best team I've ever been a part of, and from top to bottom, and the chemistry that we have, including with the coaching staff, it's we're having a lot of fun.
Do you expect big things from this team?
Yeah. This is a year for sure.
Tracy, I'm going to start with you. Do you agree with Harden that this is their year?
Well, this is the best chance that he's had of winning a championship. This is the best team that he's been on, chemistry-wise. I think these guys are clicking on all cylinders, and I think what they improved from previous Houston teams is that the defensive efficiency. These guys are 13th. I still think they need to get a little bit better on the defensive end if they want to, knock off a team like Golden State. But this is the best chance. I mean, this guy's playing at an MVP level. He has Chris Paul alongside with him, who is also can be, considered as an MVP candidate. I think this is their best chance, but it solely is going to be on James Harden's shoulders. We can't have that letdown like we had last year in Game 6 against San Antonio. I've seen Chris Paul knock off a team that he wasn't supposed to beat in San Antonio a few years ago. Can James Harden do the same?
This is their best chance. Both of these guys been through their trials and tribulations. They've both been part of epic meltdowns. I mean, if you look back when CP was with the Clippers, the meltdown versus the Houston Rockets, and then Houston last year when James Harden had that, that mind-boggling Game 7 at home. It was just like, these guys have been through the ringer. So you got to feel these guys are like, look, this is it. We've been through it. Only thing for these two guys is to stay healthy. CP has had, his issues in the postseason with being hurt over the last couple of years. But, hey, this is a team that can score with the Golden State Warriors. If you look at, and when I say if you're going to beat the Warriors in a 7-game series, you have to be able to score at least 115 to 125 points. The one game Cleveland won last year, they scored 125, I think 130 set a record. Houston is the one team in the league that can keep that up for 7 games.
I'm rolling with the fellas, Beats. I do think that this is their best chance because they're now a complete basketball team. And take this parallel. They had a 14-game win streak earlier in the year. They played at the 5th fastest pace. They have a 13-game win streak right now. They're playing at the slowest pace in the league. So they've shown us that they can do it in both fashions. Also, isolation ball, getting to the free throw line, getting timely stops, as T-Mac just alluded to. This Houston Rockets team is not only for real, but they're deep. And you know what? I would make the argument that they're deeper than the Golden State Warriors.
Okay, I'm going to make you make that argument. Go ahead. All
right, when you build out the roster from 4 to 10, we know, by the way, they have 2 MVPs in KD and Steph, and obviously Clay and Draymond. But when you look a little bit deeper into there, I'm like, wait a minute, they're trying to get quality minutes from Nick Young?
Who has moments.
Moments.
Right.
All types of moments.
But Golden State is so
he has
strong.
Moments.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're so strong up front.
Yes.
You have Kevin Durant. He's worth about at least 3 of the players on the Rockets bench. To go along with Klay Thompson. They have 4 All-Stars.
So this is what I'll ask you, gentlemen.
These guys play 40 minutes a night.
What about this, T-Mac or Truth? If you get Draymond Green emotionally out of the game or he personally gets in foul trouble, what about the drop-off after that?
Well, they definitely lose their emotional leader. We saw what happened a couple years ago when Draymond was suspended the 1 game and it allowed Cleveland to come back and win that series. So he's definitely their emotional leader. He's the guy that gets them fired up, gets them up on defense. So any game Draymond misses can be critical to them in the playoffs or definitely in the finals.
Especially if they're facing a team like the Houston Rockets. If Draymond is in foul trouble, if he's suspended a game, I don't think they win that game.
Well, what are you looking at me for? I can't tell the future.
Give
I don't know if y'all are right or not.
Give us something.
I think you're all wrong.